Friends, in this video, I have brought Excel from scratch for you. You can learn Excel step by step very easily and in just 15 minutes. So let us start with it. Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet developed by Microsoft for Windows, Mac operating system, Android and iOS. It features calculation, graphing tools, pivot tables, and a macro programming language called Visual Basic for applications. Microsoft Excel has the basic features of all spreadsheets, using a grid of cells arranged in a number of rows and letter-named columns to organize data manipulations like arithmetic operations. Every worksheet is made up of thousands of rectangles, which are called cells. A cell is the intersection of a row and a column. Columns are identified by letters A, B, C, while rows are identified by numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on. Each cell has its own name or cell address based on its column and row. Now see, this is the spreadsheet or a worksheet of Excel in which you can see rows are here, 1, 2, 3, 4 horizontal rows are there and vertical columns are there, A, B, C, D and so on. And this is a particular cell. There are so many cells visible in this spreadsheet. I want to make you familiar with more terms. See, this is a formula bar. Here you type the formula or a function. This is the name box. Here the name of the cell or the cell address is displayed. And these are the column headings A, B, C, D and so on. And there are the numbers of the rows. At the bottom you can see navigation buttons, arrows. Then you see the sheets here, sheet 1, 2 and 3. And so many sheets can be brought in one spreadsheet. And Office Assistant means it is a help for you. And this is the whole worksheet window where you can bring your data and start calculation or typing whatever is your requirement. In addition, it can display data as line graphs, histograms and charts, etc. Now let us start. How you can start? Go to all programs, click on Excel, search it in your programs. Then you will find this page and blank workbook is there. Workbook is like a notebook which contains many sheets in it. Just click on it and such kind of workbook or a spreadsheet is open for you to work in. See, I have clicked on this triangle here. So the whole sheet is selected and it is showing here total number of rows in a spreadsheet. Maximum number of rows is 1,48,576. See here a column is selected and here a horizontal row is selected. Last column is XFD. Few more important terms to be discussed through dear friends. First is workbook. A workbook is another word for your Excel file. When you start Excel, click blank workbook to create an Excel workbook from scratch. Worksheets. Worksheet is a collection of cells where you keep and manipulate the data. Each Excel workbook can contain multiple worksheets. Templates. Instead of creating an Excel workbook from scratch, you can create a workbook based on a template. There are many free templates available waiting to be used. There are few formats of Excel. When you are done with Excel workbook, your work is done, then you have to save it. If it is an Excel workbook, then the extension name will be .xlsx. Excel macro enabled workbook. You must have watched my other video in which I have discussed about macros and goal seek. In that I have told how you can save with .xlsm extension for macro workbook. Excel binary workbook has the extension .xlsb and templates have the workbook .xltx. Now let us start practically. So students, I will show you how you can start working in Excel. First, you have to click on Start button. Search here Excel. See, Excel icon is there. Excel is there. Just click there and a blank worksheet you can get. See, this is a blank workbook. Click on here. Maximize it. See, this is our first spreadsheet or a workbook in Excel. So you see few A, B, C, D column names are there. These are the names of the columns and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. These are the row numbers and our pointer is at right now is at cell A1. See the address is shown here, A1. Suppose I click here. Now the cell address is D1. It is a combination of cell name, that is A, and row number, that is D1. If you come here, now it becomes F2. F is the name of the column and second row. Okay, it's clear. So on the top you can see few tabs here. Insert, page layout, formula. When you click on these, this is called the ribbon. When you click on particular tab, then these launch buttons, a group is shown to you, like these are related to page layout. If you click on insert, now these are shown related to insert. If you want to select the whole workbook, this is the workbook, then you have to click here. Just click here, see the whole workbook is selected for you. I'll just keep my pointer here and you'll see maximum number of rows here. See, 1,48,576 rows. These are the maximum number of rows here. And the last number of column is XDF. I'll just click here to deselect it. At the bottom, you see tab of sheets here. First is sheet 1. There's a plus symbol here. You can click here to get a new sheet. Then you can again click on plus. Then you'll get another sheet. You can change the colors as well of these sheets. Right click on sheet 1. Then click on tab color. Suppose I take red color. See, the color has been changed. Come to sheet 2. Right click, tab color. You want it yellow. Fine. Now you can very easily distinguish between the sheets here. So let's start working with Excel workbook. It's a workbook. It contains various sheets. 1, 2, 3 and maximum number of sheets is 16. You can insert by your choice. Now what are templates? A template is a pre-designed spreadsheet you can use to create new spreadsheets with the same formatting and predefined formulas. A pre-designed workbook or a worksheet where the main work has already been done for you. So how you can get the templates? Come to this option, save as, click here. Then it will ask you to browse. You can browse. I have selected desktop here to save a file. Here you find few formats of Excel file saving. So you have to go for Excel template and click on save. When you will click on it, then you'll find this thing in your search box, that is search for online templates, and it is there. And I suppose I type here business, so I'll get the business related templates. See, so many templates are there to related to business, and you can start working with your own data in these. You can type wedding or any other option here. Now let us see practically also. Students, let me show you how you can get templates in your Excel sheet. These are ready-made slides made for you. You will click on file menu here, then click on save as, then browse any place, or in this PC, suppose I take desktop. So here I will have to give the file name here, Excel file name here, and I have to choose the format as well. Format is Excel template. Okay, when you click on this, then you will get the templates in your PC. I'll show you how. See, now it is there in your documents. In PC, in documents, you will find custom office templates. Now you can use these in your Excel sheet as well. I'm cancelling here. I'm going back here. Now you want to see the templates, click on new. See, templates, search for online templates. So I can write here business, suppose. Then click on this search button. See, it is showing you all the templates related to business. Suppose you want to change it to, suppose, wedding. Then it will show you, yes, presentations related to, Excel sheets related to weddings. Like this, you can use the templates. But in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can make your own spreadsheet from the scratch. See, when you got the sheet to work in, you need to scroll, you need to navigate in a spreadsheet. How you can do it? There are two scroll bars. One is vertical, see, on the right side, and at the bottom you can see horizontal scroll bar to move around in a worksheet. You can use the keyboard also. Like there are some function keys. These are used while working in Excel, and few arrow keys are also there, up, down, right, and left arrow keys. Like these 4 keys are used to move one cell up. This is for one cell right, one cell down, and one cell left. The Excel shortcut keys are F2 is very commonly used to edit the selected cell. Suppose you have entered some value and later on you realize that it was wrongly typed. So you can press the F2 key and edit the selected cell. F5 to go to a specific cell, for example, C6. Suppose it is a box is shown to you and you have to type the cell address wherever you want to go to you in just a fraction of second. F11 to create chart. Then so many other are there to enter the current time, current date, insert new worksheet, open Excel formula window, bring up search box, and Control A I showed you to set all contents of the worksheet. There are few more. If you want to go to cell A1, you have to press Control plus Home. You want to go to last cell of the table, Control plus End is there. Move to front sheet, Control plus Page down. Go to back sheet, Control plus Page up. And you know, it is very common when you have to save, you press Control plus S, and copy and pasting is also, you are very familiar with it. Control plus C for copying the selected data and Control V for pasting the copied data. Now there's one more interesting fill feature, that is autofill feature. Many of the worksheets that you create with Excel require the entry of series of sequential dates or numbers. For example, a worksheet may require you to title the columns with the 12 months from January to December, or to number the rows from 1 to 100. Excel's autofill feature makes short work of this kind of repetitive task. See, to enter a series of months, enter the first month and then drag the filled handle in a direction to add sequential months. I'll show you practically how you can do it. Okay, students. Now I will tell you about autofill feature. Now see, suppose I'm here on cell A1. So I want numbers from 1 to 10 or 1 to 20 and so on. So in the first cell, I'll type 1. In second, I'll type 2. Then I have to select both the cells together. Now drag. When this type of pointer comes, drag them downwards. See, it will be filled automatically up to 14. You could drag more also. So I'm undoing it. Suppose you want to type odd numbers. So here you want to type 3. So for odd numbers 1 and 3, now select both the cells. Again drag downwards. See, all the odd numbers are in front of you. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and so on. So in a fraction of seconds. Not only numbers, you can type alphabets also. Numbers, what is its use? I'll tell you. Suppose you type here Monday. And here you type Tuesday. Again, the same procedure. Select both the things, then they see up to Sunday. See, I dragged there only. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, automatically it is filled. So if you want to adjust the column width, as I told you, just double click here. See, it is automatically formatted. Now, if you want to change the formatting of these cells, so you have to right click and click on format cells. So many things are there: number, alignment, font, border, fill, protection. Suppose you want to change the alignment, like students make timetable in the school, they want to write in slanting way like this. Now it is 45 degree. Okay. Now click OK. See, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the orientation has been changed. If you want to fill the color, yes, you can fill from here, yellow color. You want to change the font color also, then text color is also changed from clicking here. See. Similarly, you can type for, okay, I'm undoing it. I'll give you more example. Suppose you want to type months names. If you type full, January, January, then January and February full. You have to select both the cells, then drag downwards. November up to December. Finally, okay, done.
So if you type only 3 alphabets, it will do that way only. If you type JAN and in the second cell A2, you type FEB. Again, see what happens. It will give the result accordingly. MAR, APR, MAY and so on. Is it not interesting, students? Okay.
Now there are two basic ways to perform calculations in Excel: formulas and functions. Formulas. In Excel, a formula is an expression that operates on values in a range of cell or a cell. For example, is equal to A plus A2 plus A3. It always begins with is equal to symbol, which finds the sum of the range of values from cell A1 to cell A3. And what are functions? These are predefined formulas in Excel. They have a name. They eliminate laborious manual entry of formulas while giving them human-friendly names. For example, is equal to sum. And in the parenthesis, you have given the range A1 to A3. For this, you have to use the colon here. The function sums all the values from A1 to A3. There are many more functions like average, max, min, count. So many are there. So let us see practically also how you can work with formulas and functions.
Students, now I will tell you how you can type your own formulas. You can make your own formula and type here in the address bar here. See, a sample worksheet is in front of you. Here few months are given to you, Jan to July, and few data is given to you. You have to type the total. You want to calculate the total here from Jan to A2 to G2. So here what we do? One thing is you should type is equal to. Always begins with is equal to. A formula is always begin with is equal to. Here you have to type the cell addresses. A1 plus, sorry, it is A2, not A1. Just check it. It is A2, then plus, then B2, then again plus, then C2, again plus, D2 plus, E2 plus, F2 plus, then G2. Okay, now you have to press the enter key. This is a formula you have typed yourself. You are adding up all the data in these few months. Click on enter key. See, it is in front of you total, and you can drag it downwards. The formula is copied as well. Instead of this, you can write other way also. You can give the range. Here only few columns are there, few data is there. Suppose there are so many hundreds of months are there. Over a year, over a period of 10 or 1 year or 4 years or 5 years, you have to calculate the total. Then what are you going to do? You have to give the range. How is it the range given? Is equal to, you type sum here, you have to add up. In the rounded bracket, you have to give the range. Like first is A2. Then for giving the range, you have to give colon symbol here. Column. This is a colon. Then last is July. Just click on this one and close the rounded bracket or the parenthesis and press the enter key. It is giving 0 because it is giving 318 and here it was 0 but it is taking it as 0 and ended up as 318. You can drag it downwards like this and your formula is copied here. This is the way you can give the range also if the columns are more. I hope it is very much clear to you, students.
Now I show you how you can work using insert function option from formulas tab. You have to click on formula tab, then you will find this thing, insert option, insert function, and a dialog box is open for you. You can select anyone from your choice from this list of functions. Then another method is one of the groups in formula tab. See, when you click on formula tab, many groups are shown to you. This is the formula tab like logical, financial, and recently used auto sum. So many are there. You can, suppose you click on logical, you can use if function, and function. Another way is auto sum option. This is a symbol for auto sum. Automatically it will add up all the data and your total will appear after the selected cells. Another way is you click on recently used. It will show you which functions you keep on using and you can select from this. So there are so many ways. Now let us see practically also.
Students, now I will show you 5 different ways or methods to insert any formula in your spreadsheet or a worksheet. See, I have typed here few names, their roll numbers and marks in English, Hindi and maths. Suppose I want here to type the total. I have to check the total here. So what I'm going to do it, in total here I want to write the formula. I need to write a formula. Start with is equal to. This is the first way, and just type S. See, a small pop-up window is open for you. You can type any formula sum from here. Okay. Now I'll show you the second way to insert a formula. You can click here. It will just automatically total. See, it is come here. Now press the enter key. See, the total is here. Now you can drag down and the same formula will be copied here. See, the total has been done automatically. So I'm going to tell you the third way. Okay, now third way is you click on formula tab. See, tabs are here. Click on formula. You can click on insert function from this group of tabs. From this group, you can click on insert function and see the functions are here. You can type any one of from these. Okay. Now the fourth thing is you can click on any of these groups, like text functions are there, logical functions are there, financial are there, so many functions are there. And recently used, this is another way. You can click on recently, which I have used the recently function here. These are displayed here. We often use these sum, average and if, so these are displayed here. And you can click on auto sum also here, and more options are also there, average or count, whatever you want to see. Suppose I want to click on average. This is the average of these three subjects marks. So I hope it is very much clear to you now.
Now, last but not the least is the charts. Very interesting. In Microsoft Excel, a chart is often called a graph. A chart is a powerful tool that allows you to visually display data in a variety of different chart formats, such as bar, column, pie, line, area, donut, scatter, surface, or radar charts. With Excel, it is very easy to create a chart. See, there are many types of charts. This is a radar type, this is column chart, and this is a pie chart. I show you practically also. Here you can see, you can click on insert, then you see few chart options are there. You can select bar or pie or any chart from here and start working with charts. So now no more wait, just start working in Excel.